Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, it is so rocking to be with you guys. Bear with me, I still haven't got my voice back, but I'm doing okay. You know, last night we had such a good time, and I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to our video. We had a really cool time last night. We had our Samhain ritual to celebrate Halloween or Samhain. And it was a lot of fun. I had a great turnout. Thank you to all of you who came out. Thanks for all the supporters and our super chat who donated money to the show. Thank you. We really appreciate that. So if you haven't seen last night's show, check it out. It's in the queue right before this one. It was great. It was Wiccan, the Witching Hour on Sunday night. Every Sunday we do that. Sunday night, 8 p.m. Be here. Well, guys, you guys are best. I love you. Well, you know it's Monday, and I'm getting this out a little later, but I haven't had a voice most of the day. So I've been resting and trying to get over this cold. But it's time for us to spin around the Zodiac wheel. So I'm glad you guys are here. So we're going to jump right into it today and see what's in the stars for you. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through all the major transits of the week. Now listen up. I'll kind of give you an understanding of what's going on in the stars. And then we're going to have individual horoscopes for all 12 zodiac signs. So keep it here. We got a lot to cover. All right, well, let's jump right into it. Today it's Monday, the 29th. And today our sun is in the sign of Scorpio. In fact, we just moved into Scorpio a few days ago. And let's see, where's Scorpio on here? Let's find. Here it is. Here's Scorpio. There you go. There's Scorpio with our scorpion symbol. And Scorpio is a water sign. Happy birthday, by the way, to all the Scorpio babies. But Scorpio is a water sign, which is very psychic, very deep feeling, powerful. Ooh. Scorpios, you know, always have the best eyes. You ever look at Scorpios, their eyes are magnificent. It's really a Scorpio trait. So our sun is in Scorpio. Our moon today is in the sign of Cancer, which is also a water sign. We got that double psychic power going on today, okay? Our sun is trine the moon. That's a really favorable aspect. And with both of those in psychic signs, I'm telling you the power is high. Our moon is trine Venus. That's bringing in a little bit of that romance. And then Mercury is conjunct Jupiter, which means keep talking. It brings money. So this is one of those days where you want to let your psychic self reign. Trust your heart. It's a pretty good Monday. I tell you, usually Mondays are challenging. But today, we got a good alignment, okay? Now, going into Tuesday, I tell you, the power just keeps on rolling here because our moon is still in the sign of Cancer, which is that water sign, and our moon is trine Neptune. What all that adds up to? It's a psychic power day. So Tuesday is your day to tune into the spirit world, tune into your higher self, and be aligned, all right? Now, going into Wednesday, excuse me, Wednesday is Halloween. And this is going to be a little more tricky of a day. Now, let me tell you, we got a lot of interesting transits going on here. Okay, our moon is moving over to Leo, which is a fire sign. That's going to kind of stir things up a little bit. Our moon is trine Mercury that day. Our moon is trine Jupiter. All of those are good aspects. However, then we run into a snare because our moon goes square against Venus, and the moon goes square against Uranus, and then Venus is in opposition to Uranus. And what all that means is that people are going to be a little overly emotional on Halloween. It may be challenging, like to have big social gatherings. It may not be the best day after a Halloween party. So hopefully most of you had your parties over the weekend. Not the best day on Halloween for that. Now, it is a high power day in the sense of business and success because that moon trine Jupiter is bringing a lot of good business opportunities. So, you know, during the day, you got a lot of power for success. But be careful. Stick straight to facts. Don't speculate. Keep your words simple and be very sensitive to people's feelings because people will be sensitive that day. But it's not the best day to mix romance and business. So don't flirt with your business people. Just keep it straight facts, business. That's how you're going to get through Halloween this year, okay? And when it's all done, go home, go trick-or-treating with the kids, and stay out of parties. All right. going in on Thursday, we've got our moon still in Leo, which is that fire sign. We've got Mercury conjunct Jupiter and Saturn trine Uranus. This is the high power business day. If you want to know if you're looking for a job, you're trying to schedule an interview or close a deal, you really want to look to Thursday. This is a very strong aspect day for business, success, prosperity, okay? Now, going into Friday, try to get everything done by Thursday, because on Friday we have some challenging aspects. Our moon is still in Leo, which is that fire energy. However, our sun is trine Neptune, which actually gives power to the inner voice, which is also a favorable aspect. But our moon is square Mercury and our moon is square Jupiter. That means you'll probably be blocked in communications, having a sense of how business moves forward. Not a lot of flow in the money area, kind of like a little bit of not clarity there. So, you know, on Friday, it's probably a day, if you can, just take a little break from the office, have a little kind of personal day, a retreat day, and get away early if you can, and just relax. Don't try to accomplish big goals on Friday. If you don't do it by Thursday, take a break, okay? But when we go into the weekend, things start to pick up again here, because our moon on Saturday moves into Virgo, which is wonderful earth energy. That brings a lot of wonderful balance. Our sun is trine Neptune. Again, that heightens all that psychic sense. And our moon is in opposition to Neptune, which again brings in that psychic power. What this means is that balance becomes achieved here between the psychic vision and the outer world. So the things you're visualizing, things you're planning on Saturday, you can really start to get that in motion in a tangible way, okay? Going into Sunday, pretty much same transits. Our moon is in Virgo. Our sun is trine Neptune. Again, focus on bringing that inner vision into the real world. And there are transits. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say what time period this is. All of this whole video is for Monday, October 27th, 2018 through Sunday, November the 4th, 2018. Okay, so that's this week. Okay, now we're going to jump in here and go around our big zodiac wheel and see what's in the stars for you. Now listen up. I'm going to give the birth dates after each sign, and when you hear the sign that has your birth date within that range, that's who you are. Now, I got to say, I get it every week. People say, well, Psyche Bob, the other astrologer I listened to said that Pisces birthday goes through March 21st, and I'm a Pisces, but according to yours, it only goes to the 20th, and I'm an Aries because Aries starts on March 21st. This is what we call a cusp sign. That means you're right on that line, and depending on when that horoscope was cast at the time of your birth, that year the sun was either in 1 degree either way. It shifts 1 to 2 degrees, you know, year to year, so you know, we have to adjust for that. But don't worry about that. If that means, if you're what we call that, a cusp sign, you're a cusp baby, C-U-S-P, that means you get 2 horoscopes. You get a little bit of power from each sign. So listen up, because, you know, listen to both horoscopes. Okay? Now, somebody else asked me, they said, well, Sig Bob, I really resonate to my moon sign. When I listen to these, will they help me with understanding? Can I listen to both, like my sun sign and moon sign? Absolutely, yes. Because really all the planets are interconnected. It's all interconnected. So if you know your moon sign, you can listen to that as well. Okay? And this will work for you. Okay? So without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right. Our first sign on our zodiac wheel is Aries. And Aries is March 21st through April 19th. Aries, you are masterful this week at business. This is your week to make a lot of money, to show off, to impress your bosses. Definitely trust your inner sense of timing this week. You're going to be at the right place at the right time, and, you know, just go with it. You may find like things are a little hectic for you, like you get thrown into situations with without a lot of prep. Don't let that stress you out. Just roll with it. You're going to rock it, okay? Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to financial investments. Again, trust that sense of timing. You got your finger on the pulse of the stock market, you know, the finger on the pulse of, you know, anything you're doing investment-wise. And you're going to have an awesome week. In the area of relationships also, I forgot to mention, also trust that heart, trust that feeling, that sense of timing. That's going to work for you. Your key word this week, Aries, is timing. Okay, trust the timing. All right, our next sign is Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. You know, Taurus, I can't talk today, forgive me. You have achieved a sense of balance right now. The key to success this week for you is keep the balance. Don't go to extremes right now, because there will be people around you that want you to push you to one extreme or the other. Don't do it. You stay in your middle ground and you're going to be just fine. In relationships, you may find this also a little challenging, because your partner may try to push you into an understanding or an agreement, something you're not comfortable with. So take your time with that. You don't have to jump to conclusions, make decisions. All things in moderation, all things in balance. That is your key to success this week, okay? Also highlight for Taurus this week are issues connected to business development. So a good time to kind of build a business or expand a current business and get out there and be seen. Your key word this week, Taurus, is balance. All right. Our next sign on the wheel is Gemini, and that's March 21st through, that is, I can't read my notes here, May 21st through June 20th. Second Bob's having a rough day here. You know, Geminis, where your power lies now is in your ability not to be distracted. Geminis are going to find that people are coming at them from all angles. In the work, everybody wants a piece of you. They're going to want you to do this, do that, and you're going to be pulled in 100 directions. You actually can do, you're good at multitasking, but whatever you're working on, give it your 100% attention, and then go to the next task. This is going to be kind of a challenging week in the sense that everybody likes you. The good side of it is that you're going to actually shine and perform very well this week. So there's a lot of good energy for business success and really showing yourself. There's a lot of winning energy here. So you won't fail this week, but just slow down. Don't let anybody rush you, okay? In the area of relationships, Gemini, you might be a little challenged this week because you may feel like it's hard to sit down and focus on a relationship. But make the time. Even though your schedule is going to be hectic, take some time off. Say no to the boss. Say, I'm going home early today because I want to spend time with my special person. And really stick to that. Everybody will be there tomorrow, okay? So don't worry about losing your job. There's no losses here. This is all very much a growth time for you. But give yourself some time as well. Also highlighted for you this week, Gemini, are issues connected to psychic development. So make sure to listen to that spiritual self and give it some nourishment as well. Your key word this week, Gemini, is focus. Focus on the task at hand, and you will rock it. All right, our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, you are in super sensitive mode. You are very attuned to what's going on. You may find that people around you right now in the work are just not paying attention. They may not know anything, but you see where the problems are. You see how to resolve them. Trust that inner voice. Let it guide you. You're very much in tune with your intuitive self, or your psychic self, and let that run the whole week for you. Just go with what you feel. Don't worry about what's on paper. You know, you might get a paper from your boss and it's like saying, well, you know, this and this and this is going to happen. And you're like, I don't see any of that. I just don't think they're going to do that. Trust that inner voice, okay? That's where your success is. In relationships, actually, this is actually a good week for Cancers because you're going to be so in sync with your partner or potential partner that it's just going to be easy to be with somebody. So enjoy the romantic side of life this week. It'll be very positive. And you're not in a relationship. This is a good time just to go out and connect with people. You'll have a very easy time at that. So, also highlighted for Cancers this week are occult studies. So I'm going to delve into some astrology or tarot, any of that, mystical things, Wicca. Your key word this week, Cancer, is intuition. Trust it, live it, know it. All right, our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. You know, Leos, you're one of these people, you're always the first on the scene, you're the showman, you get things going. This week, step back. Let other people take the stage. You're not going to lose any power. In fact, you'll gain power by letting other people shine this week. This is really the week for Leos to step back, chillax, be observant. Don't feel like you have to direct everything. Let the situations around you, particularly in work, direct themselves. In the area of relationships also, Leo, this week what you really want to focus on is listening to your partner. Leos, you love to fix things, situations, and take control. This week, let your partner have control. Say, what do you want to do? Tell me your thoughts. And just listen. Be present for them. This is going to make a big difference in your relationship areas. Also highlighted for Leos this week are issues connected to artistic pursuits or artistic studies. So if you've been wanting to learn, maybe do pottery or do some painting, go sign up, take a class for that. Artistic studies, okay? Your key word this week, Leo, is relax. Maybe I'll change that to chillax. Either way, you got it, relax. All right, our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, I'm telling you, you're in the winner's circle this week. Virgos, it's like whatever you touch turns to gold. Sometimes you have that Midas touch, you know, it's like, oh, I'm going to try to help on that project, and suddenly you solve the complex problem, and the boss thinks you're great. Don't be afraid this week, Virgos, to jump in and take some risks, take some chances. This is your time to shine, to show your talents, and you are going to be winning throughout the whole process this week. In the area of relationships, same thing. You know, you got the Midas touch, you just reach out to connect with somebody, and boom, you're in love. And see, so if you're looking for a relationship, really good time. If you're in a relationship, and especially if it's had some challenges, this is the week to really bring that healing, that connection. So a lot of good energy for Virgos this week. Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to education. So if you've been wanting to go back to school, maybe pick up some certifications, another degree, look into that, okay? Put some energy into that this week. Your key word this week, Virgo, is success. All right. Our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd through October 22nd. You know, Libras, this week for you, the focus is on advancing your career. Libras should be very observant to the happenings around them. Libras will find this week that things are in motion, and the things in motion are going to favor them ultimately. So if you're a Libra and you're in a job situation, you're thinking, I don't know if it's going to get better, just don't quit yet. Stay, watch things be in motion. And as you pay attention to that, you're going to see that things are turning in your favor. So you definitely have energy right now for career growth, opportunities, promotion. It's a good time to really, you know, even have a conversation with your boss. Sit down and say, you know, I want to improve my work here. I want to be part of the team. I'd like to move forward. How can we do that? That's going to be well received this week. In the area of personal relationships, also Libra, really great time to make friends. Great time for new friendships, great time for socializing. You know, you're an air sign, you're a great communicator. Go out and communicate with the world. You'll draw a lot of people to you. Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to career skills. So yes, so definitely think about things you might want to do to improve your job. Maybe get a certification, you know, stuff like that. Talk to your boss about that. Your key word this week, Libra, is advancement. Ooh, move forward in style. All right. Our next sign is Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Scorpios, this week, your success is being aware of the feelings of everybody around you. You're naturally a bit of an empath, most Scorpios are, but this week you want to fine-tune that because you're going to find in work that you're able to avoid conflict or avoid others having conflict by you being so aware of everybody's feelings that you'll know what to say to who at the right time to make things work. So you're going to kind of be a peacekeeper a little bit this week, kind of a negotiator, a little bit of that. All of that's going to be in work, but it's directly connected to empathic ability and sensing the sensitivity around you. This wonderful skill that you have is going to really help you also in the personal relationships. And like I said to one of the other signs, this week you don't want to so much take control of your partnership and tell it how it's going to be. I want you to practice listening and feeling the energy from those who you want to be connected with romantically. And you're going to see that they really respond to your sensitivity, that your ability to listen. That's your key this week. Also highlighted for Scorpio this week are issues connected to contracts. So if you're looking to enter into an agreement, either a business agreement or even like a contract, like a purchase of a property or a home, really good week to focus on that. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is feelings. Trust your feelings and be sensitive to the feelings of those around you. Feelings is your word. Okay, our next sign is Sagittarius, and that's November 22nd through December 21st. You know, Sagittarius, you are kind of like the Virgos. You're in the winner's circle this week. This is a great time for Sagittarius to really work on career advancement. Don't be afraid, Sagittarius, to take on intense tasks and to really, put yourself out there in a major way. You're really in the winner's circle, and I really can't emphasize that enough. Money is following you wherever you go. It's a really great time not only to work on career advancement, but if you want to kind of jump into, for example, investments or groups that form to do investment strategies, really good time for you. In the area of personal relationships, also, put some time and investment into love this week because you're going to find that you're very well received. People want to know you, connect with you in friendship and also in romance. So great love week for you guys, okay? Spend time, though, on each of those because it's very easy for Sagittarius, and you know Sagittarius, you get like this. Sometimes you get in that philosophical frame where you think, well, I have to explain myself to this person. I've got to prepare. Just go with your heart, okay? Go with your heart. Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues particularly connected to real estate. So it's a good time to look into real estate as perhaps an investment or even a home for yourself. Okay. Your keyword this week, Sagittarius, is prosperity. All right. Our next sign is Capricorn. That's December 22nd through January 19th. Capricorns, you are kind of like the Libras this week. You guys are definitely in career advancement mode. This is a week where you want to think about building upon the foundations that you've already started. Don't jump to something new. Work with what you got right now. You've actually got a solid foundation. You've got a solid history behind you. And even if you're saying, well, Bob, I'm new in this job. I don't have a history. Well, the fact that you got hired means that they already feel that you're solid. So keep up with the good work and keep up with the intent and what you said during your interview. This is a time for Capricorns to really just go with what you got, stick with it. In the area of personal relationships, also Capricorn, this week what you really want to focus on is also foundation building. Don't think of just like the day. Talk in terms of the next month, the next 2 months, the next 6 months with your partner. Talk about your goals, your plans. What are your relationship goals? And work towards that. And you'll see that they're going to back you on that. Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to home renovation. So might be a good time to redecorate your house, put down new carpet, new roof, whatever, redo your kitchen, all of that. Your keyword this week, Capricorn, is build. Build from that foundation. All right. Our next sign is Aquarius, and that's January 20th through February 19th. Oh, Aquarius, I tell you, you guys, this is the week for super success. You are in channeling mode. Aquarians are going to find that the spirit is moving mightily through them. They have power now, power to move things, not so much through the material world, but using the spiritual world to impact the material world. So Aquarius, you want to really focus on the spirit guides around you. Focus on that power that's channeling through you. You may have a lot of wild visions this week of how you could do something. You may have offbeat zany ideas. This is all pure power coming from the spirit world. Be that open vessel, that channel that you naturally are, but take it to the next level this week. In the area of relationships also, you're getting a lot of clarity now about what you want in your life and what you don't want. Trust that, honor it, and move forward. If you got relationship that's holding you back, and you just need to let that go, do that and move forward. You got power for advancement emotionally as well as materially. Also highlighted for Aquarians this week are issues connected to the media. So you may find yourself in front of a camera or being interviewed. Be open to that, have fun with it, and let your Aquarian self shine. You're great communicators, Aquarius. You speak to the masses. Just keep speaking. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is power. Channel the power. All right. Our next sign is Pisces. And you know, Pisces, I got to tell you, you are also very much like the Aquarians. You're very much attuned to the spirit world this week. You're very much in a channeling mode. And you're going to really find that that psychic connection is what's driving everything around you. In work, dare to say that which nobody else is saying. You may find in work like people are going down a track and everybody's going, yes, 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 because they're all yes people. But you're sitting there in the board meeting and you're like, you know what? I think that's a bad move. Dare to speak it, because I tell you, there are going to be people around you who are going to say, oh, thank God that Pisces person said that. Well, they may not call you that Pisces person, but you know that they're talking about you. And that's where your power is. In the area of relationships, also Pisces this week, speak your truth, but speak it first through the Spirit. Ask the Spirit to give you words to align you and let you talk, and you'll be channeling. Channeling is a powerful gift that many Pisces have, and you're going to really use it this week. Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to relationships, particularly relationships that need some work and improvements. If you've got maybe a friendship that you've neglected, or maybe a romantic relationship, you feel like, you know, I haven't been giving my time to my partner, put some energy into that. That's going to be a blessing for you, and you'll see a lot of positive energy there. Your key word this week, Pisces, is spirit. Tune to the spirit. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, there you go. We spun around our big zodiac wheel. Now, listen, I got to say it. You know, I say it every week, but it's really true. If you are at a time of crisis in your life, don't give in to despair. Just pause, look to the stars. The zodiac wheel above us is always spinning. And what that means is that each day brings new blessings, new opportunities, and new power for advancement in your lives. So don't give in to fear. Keep faith, hope, and love as your guiding lights, and you're sure to make it. I'm so glad you guys are here. Well, listen, keep it here at Spiritual. You know, we got more coming. You know, by the way, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe. We'd love you to be here. Pop over to my website, psychicbob.com. The link will be below. Pick up my books at my website. I got some wonderful published works you can get over there. You'll see my bookstore tab. And, you know, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, I'd love to sit down with you. I still have a few openings this week. Give me a call, 703-825-3929, and we'll get you on the schedule for a private reading. Now, private reading is a full hour. You and me, one-on-one. We talk about it all. We cover your past, your present, your future. We look at your spirit guides. I connect you with them. You know, we bring over messages from deceased loved ones. You know, we cover everything. Karmic links, your life mission. So many of you have been calling me and saying, Psychic Bob, I think I'm a mystical traveler. You know, a lot of you have been watching my Saturday class. And if you haven't seen that this past Saturday, we continued our class on mystical travelers, so definitely check that out. But, you know, if you want to sit down with me, I would love to sit down with you. And those of you who have sat with me, I think you can say you've had a very positive experience. So put your comments in the box below. Anyways, tell me below, what is your zodiac sign? And do you like it? Are you a cusp baby? How do you feel about that? I want to hear from you guys. I love you. Let's have a discussion. Sending blessings to all of you. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. We'll be back here tomorrow for Tuesday for messages from the spirit world. I'll see you then. Till then, may you always blessed be.